All right, this is plant-based real talk. I like raw and uncut. I love it like this. I don't like no, what you call it. What should I say? What's the word?
Edited.
Fluff.
Yeah, edited. I like it like this. Raw.
Blooper.
So we got Nate in the middle who's going to start off. What is your business? Tell me your name and everything.
Well, right now I'm stuffing my face with mushrooms from PlantBass. But outside of that, my name is Nay Marie, and I'm the founder of Taji Mag. And Taji is a black culture publication. It's made for us, by us, and features only us in the most beautiful and positive light possible, reclaiming our narratives and our imagery. And I'm also a photographer.
That's right. And on the side here, who's this chumming on something?
Well, my name is Will Focus.
Uh-oh.
And I'm a graphic designer and illustrator. Currently, my projects that I'm working on are melanating.com, which is a black events website for event ticketing. Black Alchemy is a black artist website. And I think, what's our last one? Our Black Web.
Black Web. Our Black Web.
Whoa.
Hey.
So tonight, Our Black Web is a black business directory. Melanating.com is a black events ticketing website where you can host your events. And Black Alchemy is our black artist collective. So that's what I'm doing currently. I'm trying to be out there. I'm not as great as these two, but I'm trying to do my best.
You're not trying. You out there.
Yes, you are.
All right, we're going to pass the mic down. Who we got over here?
Don't worry.
I got my own one. And yes, over here in this corner, last but never least,
Yes.
Uniquelywiredm is in the building. My name is really Mashari, and I am the founder of Uniquelywiredm, a pretty much all handmade wearable art brand, as well as just pretty much everything, every talent I could possibly think of under the sun is where you can find underneath this brand, including this amazing jewelry that I'm wearing, which is made of crystals and copper, great for joint pain, arthritis, and blood circulation. So you'll be rocking some amazing wearable art, but also healing at the same time. As well as I'm a hairstylist, a makeup artist, just overall artist.
Everything.
But yeah, that's about it for right now.
She's that all of the above on the test.
That's right.
Circle D for all of the above.
So I'm going to tell y'all what the show is going to be about today. So since it's plant-based, it's going to be about food and music. So we're going to have some questions for y'all to answer and, to explain how you want to. So right here, you can take that there to see the first question.
When did you change your eating habits, and what was your greatest challenge? Changing my eating habits was my greatest challenge. Okay, so we really suck at this because we don't remember the exact year that we did this, but I feel like it was around New Year's of 6 or 7 years ago, and I'm looking at Will because we did this at the same time-ish. But I changed my eating habits because I am autoimmune and I had really bad eczema, and I was very tired of itching and being bedridden and flaking like a snake. So I said, we gotta do something about this. And then the more I researched it, the more I learned just how it's a healthier living style in general, and the levels to it, because people are like, oh, you're vegan and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, we're plant-based, primarily organic as much as we can, depending on, sometimes when you're in these streets, that's not the case, but organic, and I specifically have to be gluten-free and soy-free as much as possible as well. So, not eating pizza and all those fun cheesy things was like the biggest, hardest part in the beginning. And then after a while, couldn't go back because then my body was like
Exactly. Okay. Mashari.
Okay, so I'm gonna just repeat the question.
Yes.
When did you change your eating habits, and what was your greatest challenge? Okay. It will be coming up on 8 years on New Year's this coming New Year's.
I know we all did it on the same
Yeah, I
day.
feel like we all did it at the same time.
Oh, what was crazy is it started like literally Christmas Eve, because down in Virginia, well, my family came together and we were at the time I was a meat eater right along with them, but we literally cooked. It was ham hocks, it was lamb chops, it was chicken, turkey, steak, every type. I want to say we literally had just a corner, like table of just nothing but meats. And then it was the string beans and
Right.
the canned spinach
Two
and
little trays.
frozen,
Two
you
little
know.
trays.
But I was always like someone who didn't really eat that much meat, but this particular time, I'm like, okay, I'm eating everything. My family come together and we, but from Christmas till New Year's, I couldn't do. Well, you said it's uncut, right?
Well,
Yeah, go
I
ahead,
couldn't
raw.
shit,
Yeah.
okay?
Neither
I
was
couldn't
yours.
shit.
Your shit wasn't uncut either.
And yeah, because when it finally did come, I don't know if y'all remember, it was a movie where the dog would doo-doo and it came up just as high as the dog.
Oh my gosh.
When it was touching the booty, it's a problem. So yeah, when I finally decided to doo-doo, it was too much. And I just didn't like that feeling. And I was like, oh no. Oh no, no, no.
Your booty.
Yes, the booty tip. And I was like, no, I at least gotta go a week without freaking meat, because I can't do this again. I miss doodling every day, at least 3 times a day. It was not working. So literally that day and every day since,
my God.
I literally have not touched a piece of chicken or fish since, yeah. But yeah, so yeah, it was,
So what was
the
your-
challenging
yes.
part of that was, because my family were, like I said, we're all meat eaters, and if we have a table like that, like just trying to get them to understand that this is how I'm gonna be eating, and I have a child, and I would like her to start eating the same way. Could y'all not give her some meat? And sometimes they would, or question what I was doing. I even remember, we raw and uncut, right?
Yes.
I remember one time I had a family member say, oh, that's the devil. That's the devil's work right there.
Wow.
I'm like, why? Because I refuse to eat meat, because my whole mentality changed as well. So I
Yes.
guess, that was like, oh, you're doing too much changing at once. I'm like, well,
Yes.
if I'm doing something wrong, your God will strike me down. But, yeah, all good. So yeah, that was the most challenging part. Trying to get my family to understand this is what I'm doing, and y'all need to be with me, or bye-bye. So yeah.
Thank you, Mashari. And who we have next here?
So, I'm sure my story ain't gonna be as entertaining. Yo, you just had me crying over there. I
Literally,
legit had to wipe my
hold
tears
it
away.
back.
The booty touch.
The booty tip. The booty
Is that a
tip.
The
song?
booty tip. So I know, right? It should be. For me, like, okay, so ours changed similarly around the same time, but I started changing my diet first. She jumped straight in, like head first. I transitioned. So it took me about a year to go from eating meat to being straight vegan. She went, it was like in the course of a month. She was like, everything gone.
Wow.
And I think, so there were 2 things. Number one, I wanted to do better diet-wise, because I was like, I'm a slim dude, and having a stomach was not just me. Like we had, okay, so this is how it was, right? So we got these desks, and the desks happened to be parallel or perpendicular to the closet that we had, which had mirrors on it. So I used to sit at the desk because I do design, and I'm always leaning over. And I remember one day I looked over, everything was slim but my stomach, and I was like, nah, this gotta stop. I was like, I gotta change something because this don't look right.
Looking
So
pregnant.
I got up. Yo, funny story, true story. My brother bought me a shake weight as a joke. I dead was using it. In the beginning, I was working with a
How did
shake
that
weight.
work? I don't know.
I'm not even gonna demonstrate. So yeah, there you go. Because me demonstrating wouldn't be proper. So I'm gonna leave that alone.
And that's why I did it behind.
Thank you. So
Damn.
then I started to get back into the regular workout stuff. But what finalized it was, and then I'll tell you what was most challenging. What finalized it was, we were out one day. This is before we like fully said no to like fast food, and we needed to get something to eat real quick, and I think we was on Fulton Mall area, and we stopped at the McDonald's, And it was early in the morning. I was like, yo, I'm gonna give you a.
Posted?
I was like, no. That was,
it.
and that we were already transitioned then. We was just, I got a tea.
Got sweet tea.
So, but she, we went inside and I was like, all right, I'm gonna get a big breakfast. You know, I've had this before, it's whatever. Like, it'll be the last one. And it was the last one because, yo, we got so sick. It was ridiculous. You would have thought we came down with a bug. And then after that, I was like, never again. Never stepped foot in a McDonald's. Never bought nothing. Never. And then we transitioned. But for me, giving up anything that was dairy related was like the end of the world because I loved milkshakes and stuff like that. So you took that away from me. I was like taking a new PlayStation away from a kid. Like, I didn't want that. So I went through it. But, you know, I'm happy now. So.
Can I just add something real quick?
Yes.
I was also a full-blown chef, meaning I was cooking literally, like I went to school for cooking and stuff,
Yes.
so that's another one of my skills. Yeah, I cook. But I used to make the fried chicken, people used to come to my parties just for the chicken. No, not even just all of the fried chicken, because I had my like family's ingredients that they used to. But now I can't make that no more. But just knowing that I was also like, I felt like that's how you know, be not only like, you know, make a man or just make your family like happy after a nice warm meal, but it was like one of those like, this is what a little therapeutic for me. Like, I used to love actually like cleaning the chicken, like really cutting all that, like. But then, you know, after realizing what I was doing, to look at it now being done, I could puke. Or just like really go like, why? Why? But yeah. Okay, that was it.
That's a fact.
So, when did you fall in love with hip hop?